Alright, YouTube, I'm going to do my best. It's this will be my first time doing a little writing, so we'll go ahead and discuss. Let's talk about pressure points, right? Pressure points. So what these pressure points are, what I've been describing to you over the last couple days and over the last couple episodes, is that whenever your residual limb hits, we call it bottoming out. I believe, yeah, no, it's bottoming out. And basically what it is that, so you're inside your socket here, and all of a sudden, you know, your leg, we're gonna use this as a great example. So your leg, your residual limb, is basically sitting in there, and then all of a sudden, right towards here on the bottom, basically you're hitting ground, and that hurts because you have your two bones, right? You have your tibia and your fibula here. So we're gonna go like this, and then your leg bone basically will hit the bottom. So this causes pain. Pain is basically, it feels like, I can't describe, it feels like someone kicks you in the shin and then tells you to walk on it. So it's not a good feeling. And then on top of it, when you're doing, you know, this motion with your foot, it hurts. It flat out hurts. And basic pressure points, from the research I've been doing, I'm not a medical specialist, I'm not a doctor. This is stuff that I've heard, read, seen, and done, and experienced over the last, I'm going to say it's been a month. So basically your hot zones, I'm going to call them your hot zones, are going to be right here, and here, and here on the front portion, and then basically, well, you know, you're going to have some here as well, or here, or right down the middle. We'll call these pressure points. And what happens is that whenever you're loose in your socket or you're bottoming out, basically your shin is hitting the bottom. It's hitting the bottom, or you could have it so it's rubbing on the side, on the inner part right here, or you could have it rubbing on the left side, or you could have it on the right side. And these as well could bottom out. And as well, here, we'll do the back as well. These are back pressure points. The back part of the leg is very nice because there's a little bit more meat, I'm going to say, towards the back of it, and you don't really have that much bony area. So they can do pretty much a lot, but whenever your leg's in the socket and you have a pressure point in the back, what I had earlier is basically I had some pressure points here towards basically the back of the leg, your calf muscle, and it was hitting, you know, basically this top ridge up here, and it caused pain. And you can have it on either ends, or I'm going to continue on with these hot spots here from the front as well, so these can kind of spread towards the back. So what do we do on occasion that whenever this happens, what do? You call your prosthetist, right? Get in right away if you can. Don't wait to a point that you're absolutely blistering, you're black and blue, you're unable to completely walk on it, because that's going to set you back, and you don't want to set yourself back because you're working towards success. And if you're working towards success, you don't fight the inevitable. So if it hurts, go in, get it checked out, have your guy look at it, he or she, and they're going to be able to basically alleviate the pain. But what I made a common mistake because I used prosthetics as a child, and basically what I was doing is I was putting pads here, here, and these spots, and that's just basically taking more pressure and putting it on there. So it's taking the pressure and it's basically holding it like this, and it's pushing it back more. And if you're hitting this, section, it's not going to do anything more than just basically cause more pressure and pain. What I've learned from my prosthetist, and he's by far, he's patient, he's good, he's very knowledgeable at what he does, and that's what you need. You need someone that's in the field, that's a specialist, that knows the common anatomy of the leg to fix the issue. So basically what he's been doing is I'm gonna make a little shape here. Looks like one of these, we'll start with this, actually. We'll go about it this way. So this is your leg looking down. So if I take a look at my leg, and I'm looking straight down on it, this is what you're gonna see. So we have our good old leg bone right here. My art is amazing, I know. And you have your fibula right here. It may not be exactly there, but you get the point. So yeah, you know the leg bone is going to be more like that. So this is the leg bone. This is tibula and fibula. Okay. So on the leg, basically what he's doing is he's taking this and this. Okay, because the most common pain, from what I've been told, is right here within the leg bone, and that's going to hit your shin. So this front part right here is basically going to slam up against that, and what he's been doing is he's been basically taking all these support pressures, pushing them back. So he wants to push these back, and then therefore we can kind of take the leg and we can shove it back, okay, by taking those two pressures. So basically, at the end of the day, your leg is going to be doing this. So it's going to be shrinking, and it's going to be going down to this. So when you take, I've been finding whenever I take my liner off at the end of the night, I have this nice little ridge. And then basically these 2 points are sitting there. And then on top of it, what he's been doing, every person's different. So whatever I say may not work for you. Please don't go into your prosthetist. It's just, this might help. I don't know. So this is basically me explaining the pressure points and exactly what's going on with them. So what he's been doing as well is he's been putting here padding on the side. Okay? So he's basically taking the leg. And initially, when I got my leg, I did not like it snug. I did not like it tight. And I just didn't like the feeling of it. And it was pressure. It's pressure. You're in a vacuum seal. I'm in a vacuum seal socket. Not a vacuum seal, but it's a pressure sealed socket. And it's, once you're healing from your surgery and whatnot, it does cause some pain. So that's something that you have to get used to. That's something you have to get accustomed to. Just like you have your own favorite pair of jeans, you're going to have your most favorite socket setting for the next couple months. And so these basically are pressure points. And I wanted to point these out to you. This is something that's going to be going on for the first couple months as soon as you get your leg. And it's a long process. It's something that's going to have to be always attended to. I'm right now, seeing my prosthetist almost daily at this point in time, because we're trying to work out these pressure points. And whenever you get these, that's when you hear about the blisters. That's when you hear about the red marks. That's when you hear about black and blue. It's these bones are basically hitting the side of the actual socket, and it causes pain. And it's not fun. They're not fun at all. So That's basically, and at the end of the day, as soon as the leg basically shrinks down to what it's going to be, it's in all reality your actual leg that's inside the socket. See, I'm drawing this wrong. Just kidding. So at the end of the day, it's basically you're going to have all this, and it's going to be pushing to lift you up from the actual socket. So it's pushing that pressure away. So it's a long process. It's as the limb shrinks, whatever he does yesterday may not work for tomorrow, and whatever he does tomorrow may not work the next day. He did a good fit on me, lasted a week. Called him up and said, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. This needs to be fixed, and just go in, be honest, be upfront, be the person, because you two are working together, and two people that are working together to get you back in motion. And do whatever you got to do. Just work with him, and he'll work with you. So that's basically what pressure points are. So have any questions, let me know.